Welcome. Welcome to iGod Today, your daily reflection, and I am Father Soney Sebastian, a divine word missionary priest. Today we see two brothers who belong to the innermost circle of Jesus' disciples trying to exert their luck. Their opening statement seems a quite modest request. Master, we want you to do something for us. As a question, it is an opening for which we probably have fallen many times. Could you do something for me? This is something that we ask very often people. Jesus is not easily duped, He encounters with another question. What do you want me to do for you? It's a question we should hear Jesus asking every one of us, each and every one of us, you and me. Our answer should be very fundamental. In other words, it should go to the very root of what we want out of life. If we just say things like money or winning a lottery, having good health, getting a good job, being successful, we will still have to say why or for what. I'm asking for these things. I need to give the reasons. In life, what do I really want? Happiness, security, peace, or something else? How did the two brothers answer the question? They had heard Jesus speaking of suffering and death and of new life. They had recognized Jesus as the Messiah King of Israel and heard him refer often to his kingdom. So they boldly asked, "Give us the two top places in your kingdom." As Mark comments, their request showed they had no understanding whatsoever of what Jesus had told them. Can you drink the cup I am going to drink? Can you be baptized with the baptism with which I will be baptized? Jesus here was speaking of his passion and death. It is clear that they had no understanding of how this king would triumph by emptying himself to the lowest human level and only then enter his kingdom. This is what Isaiah speaks about in today's first reading. He speaks of God crushing the suffering servant Jesus with suffering as the way for him to have many heirs and live a long life. By his suffering shall my servant justify many. That's what the prophet says. That is the way they would have to go. They would have to drink the cup to its bitter end and be baptized, immersed, submerged in the total self-giving of their master. And indeed, as Jesus said, they would do this. But they would do this by going with him all the way and not by the shortcuts or backdoor deals. Understandably, when the other two heard about this, they were very angry. It was not because they disagreed, but because they felt cheated. These two had gone behind their backs and pulled a fast one. So now Jesus brings them all together and tells them his view of greatness and success in life. There is only one way to greatness, and it is his way, Jesus' way. It does not consist on sitting on thrones, living in fine houses, driving luxury cars, belonging to exclusive clubs, eating in fine restaurants, having holidays in exotic places. Greatness consists not in what we have or in what we can get from others, but in what we can give of ourselves to others. The second reading from the letter to the Hebrews tells us today that in Jesus we have a great high priest. He is our great high priest when he, the priest and victim, hangs stark naked on the altar of the cross, while the crowd mock and jeer below. Like James and John and the other disciples and many others, We all are called to be missionaries. Most of us right here where we are. To be good missionaries, we have to hear Jesus' words about where our real greatness lies. We are all called to be not only disciples and followers, but also apostles and missionaries. We cannot live our Christian faith fully unless we are sharing it and witnessing to it in our daily lives. May we be all true disciples and apostles and missionaries. Amen.